that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
To the ground. He's got it again. Makes one man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First two plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Third and 6 yards to go. The give to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the counter. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The run inside. It's Robinson. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe a crease. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
After the run, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Mateer. This time it's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Mensah unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown Sooners. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's caught. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Mensa to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time on target. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Canes are flying down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Caught! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Makes the catch. It's the Tegna. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him.
What up, boys?
Put him out wide.
Well, we're here.
Find this guy early.
Tough game right here.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Let's it fly.
Let's go. Oh!
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play.
Good ball, John.
For the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20.
Let's see what we get here.
Left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Mensa.
There we go.
Friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Can't give him a lot of
He's
time.
already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in.
Why are you so far back?
Set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Mensa rushes on him, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's Mensa to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cotton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
That pass is incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Mensah looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about.
Has it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. And receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking for the goal line.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat.
Now, ready, blue 85, blue 85.
On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. If they can back up that late score in the first half with another one here in the second, finding some room, makes it past the marker. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheel.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up, bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sooners!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back.
Looking for a deep man. Goes high to pull it in. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Mensah. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just
going long. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The give out of the gun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rides to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. It's complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Using his feet across the 35. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Maybe some room here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. 14. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Be a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Check. 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted deep in his own end.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Finds a little space. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Avent. Could be an alley. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Ready, ready. 180, 180.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the LSU Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but some... just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his tight end. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it away.
I can't pick a play. What the man doing?
Hey, really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. the bootleg, wants to toss it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Great place to start for this offense. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job.
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. Slings it downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Running inside, it's Williams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man,
Memorial Stadium. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Preston. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
We always talk
That's
about,
a good-ass pass, boy.
Third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lets it go to the end zone. Fired into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback may change this route. Manning Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Motion from the back. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Preston. And he was loose and out
Good
the
ass
gate.
ball,
It
kid.
doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First down for this offense. The run inside. It's Richard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Oh, better look out. Gets it inside the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Arch Madness. Showing the arm strength to the left. He makes a catch. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Complete left side, Coleman. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Smothers. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. 4th down, Manning. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To the air, it's Hoover. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That ball is caught. One hand grab. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Richard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Run inside. It's Richard. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run in.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, Manning. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks for these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some... Oh, he's got some space! Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll give it to Brown. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Keeps it himself. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Motion from the wideout. In the red area, it's Smothers. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Manning throwing from the gun on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Flips it out on the screen. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses. And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down will open up the final period. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Here's Brown to begin the drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Manning. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Fires left. Makes a grab.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Tries it on the steep. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Preston. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the side.
Turning it on. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Throws to the back. Back's looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And he got it! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Smothers. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
First play of the first possession of OT. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And as he throws, what a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Back to pass on second down. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Indiana! They strike first here in overtime.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Here's Arch to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They'll run it. It smothers. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking.
Touchdown, Texas! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he tacks on the extra point. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. The run inside. It smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off. Get some positive yards. Go on to the next play.
Manning. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They want to keep this drive alive. Third and short here in overtime.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Flag.
Might be changing the route.
Hey, move.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Here's Manning to throw. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Texas. They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He'll get rid of it. Got a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Hoosiers are threatening in the red zone. To the air on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. Imagine matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.